Would you two like to stay and play trains with me?
Hi, I'm Tom. Welcome to another episode of Tommy's Trains.
Now, I work the controls. I say all aboard. You sit quietly and watch.
Today I've got another new locomotive. It's a Bachmann locomotive. As I've discussed previously, Bachmann locomotives are usually hit or miss. Sometimes you get a really good one, sometimes you get one not so great. But the one thing that's consistent about them is that if you abuse them or drop them, they're done. So it's very well packed. I can always use more packing peanuts because I do sell trains.
All these years, I've been so wrong.
So today what we've got is a
The tinier the train, the more concentrated the fun.
Boston and Maine. It's an item number 64201. HO ALCO RS-3 diesel locomotive, DCC, Boston and Maine, number 1545, marine, yellow, and black. And I can already tell you it's a beautiful locomotive. Now this is just a DCC locomotive, it's not sound, so those of you who like sound, you'll be disappointed with this one. However, since it's already DCC, you can go ahead and add sound to it. Now what I've discovered, I've had a lot of Bachmann locomotives, is that generally they're fine. But what they don't like is even a small drop. A lot of times will mess up. What happens is the drive shaft will fall off the truck. So you've got a universal and it just kind of slides off the end of that. And sometimes that little female coupling that goes on the male part of the truck shatters. So I don't know what's wrong with it, but this seems to be a thing. And I've been able to successfully super glue some of those pieces back together, then super glue the female portion of the drive shaft back to the male portion. So it's not something that you should have to do to a brand new locomotive, but that's been the case. I've had an F7, I've had a GP40, I've had several others that just either they completely imploded.
Here comes the Embarrassment Express.
Or they just kept throwing the shaft off the end, and it seems to be a pretty much a universal problem. Now, they do a really good job with the graphics. It's a pretty smooth runner. It doesn't really respond to low power. Like if you take an Atlas locomotive, you can crawl that thing around your layout. These will wake up, but they probably won't be as responsive. So this one here had a list price of $175.99, and I didn't pay anywhere near that. I paid less than half of that. And so the B&Ms, they're hard to find, so those usually run a little bit more. But if it's a road name that's kind of rare, you'll pay more. But common ones like Santa Fe, those are like $50 all day long. See, that's twice as much money, if not 3 times as much money as what this train is worth.
Stops at Fraudville.
If you're going to spend that kind of money, you want to get a River Rossi or an Atlas, or you know, you can go get a used Broadway locomotive for Broadway Limited, something that's top quality for if you're gonna spend $200 on a DCC locomotive. I would definitely recommend that you get a used, high quality, top end locomotive. Because what happens is if you come off a trestle with these, and you know that 4-inch drop sideways, it's enough to really screw up the drive shaft and you end up with a piece of crap. So they got some nice little details here on the front. Same on the back. The graphics are really nice. This is pretty much what I expected from this. They're just not top of the line locomotives. They're okay looking. They're okay for like a really short local. But if you were to go buy yourself one of these trestle sets, which this is the 4-inch right here, this is the Bachmann trestle, the figure 8, and it's got some other stuff, but if you just look at this as a figure 8 and you bought this, you're going to be really disappointed, especially if you got a child that you went and bought this locomotive for special, and you know, a few Silver Series cars and this Bachmann Easy Track, and then the Bachmann Easy Track trestle. You can't even go up the hill.
Wonder Blunderbird.
So I don't know what the heck Bachmann was thinking when they built this. They obviously didn't try it out on their own track. So again, nope. It's a huge nope.
Do you have cookies? No? Good, I don't deserve cookies. Come in.
So the Bachmann, the GP7 that we tried out the other day, that would at least make it up over with a running head start. But this one is not going to do it. So just turn the lights out, lights on. But we cannot get up those tracks. We are running wide open.
Will.
Hey, Sheldon.
It is just not going to do it. But so I'm going to take the engine off first. I'm going to show you this Atlas, which is basically the same thing. It's an RS-3, but it's an Atlas, and I paid less for this used Atlas than I did for this brand new Bachmann. All right, so we've got a Bachmann on the bottom. It's the brand new one, and then an Atlas on the top. They're both RS-3s, and you can see the detailing's pretty good on the Bachmann. Not as good as the Atlas, but it's pretty good. So just for grins, we're going to take this Atlas RS-3, we're going to put it on the same, and we're going to try it out here on position 5. We'll send her up the hill. It's spinning a little bit, but minimal.
It's been a while.
And alright, here we've got 1575, which is on position 1. This too is a Bachmann. This one's a little bit older, and we'll give this one a go. Also a GP. This one's a GP9. And for some reason, this one I hear is a puller. This right here, I've had no trouble with it whatsoever. It's much, much heavier than the GP7. Now this one was the sound value equipped. We got a Fred on the back of the green car here, so we'll try that. So you'd probably be right with just short trains, or you have to consist them. So you can consist the locomotives, but I like to run them back to back, and so you have to reprogram the locomotive to go the other way. Otherwise, the train wants to go the way that its nose goes, so they'll be playing tug of war otherwise. So yeah, you can consist them together, and that's probably not a bad idea. So if you're going to buy one Bachmann, you need to buy two, because you're going to need two trains to get up over the hill. $400, buy two Bachmanns, or you can spend $400 and buy a Broadway Limited. It feels like a no-brainer to me. Appreciate you watching. I'll talk to you next time.